What is going on, YouTube? As you can tell from the title of this video, we are going to be talking about my biggest weakness in weightlifting. In weightlifting, there are 1 million things that you can always fix. Technique can always be better. You can always be stronger. You're never too strong. Your technique's never too good. So the thing about training, especially, getting ready for a big competition, is knowing where you're missing out on kilos the most. So whether that be, your snatch, your clean, your jerk, your strength, whatever it is that's keeping you from, performing your best on the platform, that is probably what you should focus on. Nationals is coming up in 5 weeks. This is going to be the biggest meet I have ever done. So I want to do my best and not leave any kilos for, not leave anything on the platform for any stupid reason. So I'm going to show you guys just a little montage, and let's see if you guys can tell what my weakness is, or my biggest weakness is. So a majority of these lifts, you can obviously tell that my pull is pretty much okay. Obviously I could be stronger, but that's not the reason why I'm missing lifts. The reason I'm missing lifts is because my bottom position is shit. There's no going around it. I always just lose shit in the bottom. So it's like, I'll pull it, I'll be underneath the bar, but then I'll just lose it. So we call this kind of like helicoptering. So my body will actually like turn and twist, and like that'll be like the reason why I lose all, like 90% of my snatches. So yeah, we kind of are trying to just narrow down like why it's happening. So for me, it's kind of just like, I think I just pull under and I don't have, and I feel as if the movement's done at that point, but you still have to stand it up, so you still have to catch it tight, which kind of like is weird to me. It's not weird, I know you have to do that in order to snatch properly, but it's just me actually putting it into motion is very hard. So what we're doing is we're mainly focusing on that, because those are the reason why I'm missing my snatches. Like, I could snatch 120 kilos most likely if I can just nail my bottom position and just be, stay tight, stay connected throughout the movement. So I'm going to show you guys a series of what my programming is leading up to nationals, and you'll see that I'm working on a lot of working on a lot of movements that'll help me improve my strength and overall just stability in the bottom position. So as you can see here, I'm doing overhead squats. Now this is a very basic movement. This is what usually you would teach beginners, and it's just to get them in the right positions and getting them familiar with the movement. But in my case, we're doing heavy overhead squats because, quite frankly, I need it. I need to just learn how to be tight and just squat overhead and just be comfortable in that bottom position overhead, because anything behind the neck for me, so like behind the neck jerks or snatch balances, I am not good at. My posterior chain and just like my back is super freaking weak. So that's something I'm going to be strengthening after nationals, but right now I'm just like trying to just dial it into the weightlifting movements, just so we're more specific on the sport here. So yeah, we're doing overhead squats, and here's another exercise that I'm doing. They're no feet hang snatches. So in this case, me and my coach kind of talked about the thought process on like trying to catch it tight. So we kind of both determined that it's a good idea to try and focus on catching it or trying to power snatch it, but just riding it down, because I can catch power snatches really tight, but if you just ride it down below parallel, you'll keep that same tightness. But when I think of just doing a snatch, I just think of getting it overhead, and then obviously like when it's overhead, like my tightness just I just lose it. So that's kind of what I'm focusing on. You have to be fast on these because you're not using your feet. You don't have that explosiveness of your feet to kind of like help you get down there faster. So you need to tighten up your body as soon as you get into the bottom of the snatch, so you can hold it there. So these are doing great. I'm getting a lot better at these. So, and I can tell like my snatch kind of is improving. My positioning is improving. And so the last thing that we're kind of working on these accessories is you're seeing that I'm doing banded overhead squats with a kettlebell. So what this is doing is it's making it so like the barbell is very unstable because the kettlebell's shape and using bands, the barbell is just moving all over the place, and you have to learn how to keep it tight or else you'll lose it. So this is only like 20 pounds per kettlebell. So this is like only like 80 pounds. So this is not that heavy, but they felt amazingly hard because I'm not used to it and my overhead stability is crap, honestly. So yeah, these are helping a ton. I'm learning how to be tight in the bottom. And so yeah, that's mainly what I'm working on. That is my biggest weakness in weightlifting right now. Like besides, you know, getting your legs stronger, getting your squat up, getting your like pull up, there's not much, you know, you can do about that. You can just do programming and you'll just get stronger over time, but that takes a lot of time. So, you know, when it comes to preparing for a meet, you need to see what it is that you can focus on that can give you short results or quick results and, you know, get you those kilos that you're missing out on. So I snatched 113 kilos at my last meet. I can definitely hit 118, 120, I bet, if I like, you know, if like the setting was right. But, you know, I'm missing out on valuable kilos just because I'm catching it and then I'm just losing it. So yeah, that is my current biggest weakness right now, and that's what we're focusing on the way to nationals, just so I can, you know, further develop and, you know, get my snatch consistency up. So we're working on strength. You know, my clean and jerk isn't perfect, but, you know, it's technically to a good point that I just need to get stronger in the legs. So it's just a bunch of pulling, a bunch of squatting, and a bunch of overhead work in the snatch position. So that is currently my biggest weakness, guys. I definitely recommend that if you know, have something immediate that you need to focus on. So like say you're going to a competition and, you know, your strength's not where you want it to be, but like those strengthening your legs and your back, that'll all come in time, but that's not going to give you immediate results. That'll get you to qualify really quick. So say you have a 250 kilo total and you need to like hit 254, you can get those 4 kilos if you just, you know, clean up the movement just a little bit, learn where to, like, you know, put tightness in your body throughout the lift. And, you know, 4 or 5 weeks, that's plenty of time to learn how to, you know, strengthen that so you can be more consistent with it. So yep, that is what we're working on. The next video is going to be into my full nationals prep. So it's going to be, you know, we're 5 weeks out at this point, so it'll probably be like a 4-week series, like mini series. So I'll like talk to you guys about, you know, my training, my diet, you know, what I'm doing to prepare myself the best for nationals. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.